Welcome to Verbal Pig Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show, dealing with the issue of sexual harassment or sexual perversion, or even to the extent of rape or unwanted touching of a female or even a male, because some women power brokers. You want to get a certain position, you know, they tell you what you need to do. Now, it was understood in a secret kind of way. Women knew in order to climb the ladder, they wouldn't mind sleeping with their boss or doing some type of illicit behavior to get to the next level. And men as well. Hey, if this is what it takes to get more money, and the boss is a female, oh well. But now, today's time, things are changing. And I believe that's due to the internet, because there's more knowledge and more information. So you don't need to do certain things in order to get promoted, because now it's about what you know and information. We're in the information age. So older men who hasn't realized that the times has changed, then will continue to do it the way that they're used to. They'll do things in a manner in which it's been done for generations, but time has changed. But we gotta go a little bit deeper than that, though, because these senators, congressmen, judges who has been found guilty of sexual harassment and that will be instructed to leave their post, meaning the memory of them will be wiped away as they send them off into obscurity, and they no longer cease to be a power figure in the community. So shall it be with all founding fathers of presidents who raped black women, had children from these women, didn't take care of them, and you want people to say, honor this person, he's our forefather or our founding father, because that's what's coming next. Whether you believe me or not, that's what's coming next. They're gonna start going over all the rape cases of the forefathers and the presidents who have a history of going in and forcibly assaulting a female who was forcibly enslaved. So that's a double force. You forced her into slavery, then you forced her, or then you forced yourself upon her and raped her. And so any facts that proves, I know we got George Washington, we got Thomas Jefferson, a lot of them went in forcibly into their female slaves, black slaves, and raped them. And then they'll erect a statue up in their honor. And people are like, it can't be. I'm sorry. That's wrong. Meaning, you want my mind to wrap around the fact that this person was raped, and you want me to block that part out, but hold this individual up as a hero. Seriously? I mean, hey, it's crazy, ain't it? But that's what we're up against. Okay, now, you can understand why a lot of people are calling for the removal of these statues. Some of you all who are protesting against removal of certain Confederate statues, the more and more you talk about keeping them, the more you will force out information that you probably didn't know what they did. And if you did know, and you say, so what, then that's revealing a lot about you. Then that becomes a problem. That's why people saying in good conscience, Roy Moore, if you sexually harass any of these women, step down. Because what you're going to do is erode the position of a higher office, the prestige of it, the creme de la creme, where you can hold your head up high and say, I accomplished something great to be in this position of power. If you sit your corrupt, if you done it now, if you sit your corrupt behind in that office, knowing what you did, then it's defiled. That's what they're trying to tell you. But some are so blinded by their own sense of power or their own embarrassment to where they put themselves above the position. So he probably saying, so what, defiled it, but you won't remove me. And he might have a lot of followers or a lot of fans or a lot of people that support him that stand behind that decision. And that's only a temporary decision because you can't beat time. You can't beat justice. And you can't beat what is right, because all of those things were in existence before you even created. Well, how you gonna come new on the planet and start thinking you got the power to start changing some rules that was trillions of years in effect before you came on the scene? It's absurd. So, as the female stated on CBSN News, talking about heritage, she made an excellent point. If the majority of the people are in a specific area and that's not part of, and what they're protesting is not part of their heritage, then you got to get rid of it. You got to move it. Meaning, if you're not the majority and you want something to represent your heritage and stick it in my community, and they're like, nah, we don't want it. And they say, well, it's been here for 100 years, 125 years, let's say. And they're like, okay, well, it's been there long enough, because we, in this community, we have no links to this Confederate statue, nor do we want it here. Now, it was up when probably you were the majority of the population of community, but you moved out. You forfeited your right. You out in the sticks somewhere. We're right here, and we have to look at it every day. And majority of us who pay our tax, who pay the tax dollars, we don't want to see it. So now what? But they gave you an option. Hey, put it in a museum. Why don't you do that? You know, because what I'm saying is some compromising has to be done. If not, then you're going to force more things to come out that you're not going to be able to defend. And that's not me giving an opinion or me taking any personal response to it. That's just simply me stating that mathematics is mathematics, truth is truth, and there's nothing you can do about it, meaning that there will always be something that will be moving forward to rectify any situation, unseen power that you have nothing to do with, that you have nothing to do without. You know, it's always an unseen power that's operating under the universal laws of submission that was created when this planet was created. And if you haven't figured that out and you think you're above that law, you might be above man's law, but you're not above the universal laws. You're not above the all in all. So think about it on Verbal Pick Radio. But yeah, reality speaking, you know, as time progresses forward and things begin to shape or create or form its own shape without the help of man, but with the push of mind, that's M-I-N-D, by what they would call the Son of Man, so shall it be. Meaning nothing you can do about it. It will be. Now the best thing that you can hope for out of this situation is somebody who cares enough to lay it down for you and who cares enough to give you info. That's the only hope you got. And then you can either, like Brother Farrakhan states, you can take it or let it alone. Your business. But at least you can't say the universal God didn't have someone in time, in the midst of today, delivering what is verbally, so you can get a clear understanding, because the universe talks, but it doesn't verbally speak with vocal cords. But it does speak. And it speaks through vocal cords. So, tune in to the press conference, which will be today, in Washington, D.C. at 10 a.m. Brother Farrakhan is holding a press conference, and you know for a fact it will be packed. I notice how that rhymes, but you know for a fact it will be packed with information and knowledge, and give you instructions of the time and where you're at. Man, it's just flowing. Verbal Pick Radio, keeping you updated with the latest. Man, I'm on the road. But yeah, still, hey, Everyday people is coming. We just entered into the World Film Festival. So we want you all to pay attention. We want you all to be on the lookout. 2018, Everyday People, the docu-film, the movie, docudrama, documentary, you know, it's on. Hope you enjoy it. Verbal Pig Radio, we're out.